again. It is Friday, and we have the Betfair final table. PokerTube Freeroll, but added monies, nice little prizes for people, and it's the final 10 out of the starting 39. Prizes are here, if not a little irrelevant. It's just a chance. Rick Artley wanted it filmed. It's good to get these tournaments filmed. Not all these people play the full buy-in stuff. I mean, I don't recognise some of these people, so this is their chance to, get a little bit of a showing on PokerTube. So just to go round the table, we know Baggers, captain of Team 10 Baggers in the PIC. Aldito Blarberg. Blarberg beats Zygmunt heads up for $1,000. Sure he knows what I'm talking about. Foxy, Mrs. Joker, Gara, Pet Ramon. Pet Ramon. Yeah, we'll go Pet Ramon. Arbuck Poker, sure. Mitch Fran and Freegie. So as I said, I don't recognise all these names, but I do recognise most of them. Fairly deep, I guess. I mean, it was 2,000 starting stacks. Blind levels are fairly slow. I think they're 10-minute blind levels. I'm not 100% on that. 15-minute blind levels. Okay, so it was a fairly slow structure. It's people are fairly deep in some spots, considering it's the final table. Mitch Fran, they're betting out taking it down that flop. Baggers needs to get his stack in with less than 10 big blinds. Pet Ramon's just got over 10 big blinds. Mitch Fran's kind of floating around the 20 mark. Freegie's got the 10. But then you've got the likes of Foxy here, who's got, maths, 60 big blinds, more or less. So, still a fair bit of play to go. Still using the same software I was before, in the sense that you can't pause, which is a bit of a bitch, really, because there will be moments where people will be playing and not a lot will actually be happening, such as now we got to watch Foxy make a decision. But hopefully this won't go on for too long. Hopefully it'll be sub-hour, and PokerTube get what they want, and all these people get a little bit of exposure on PokerTube. Miss Joke opening just a 2x pre-flop. Picked up a caller in Gara, who I have seen before. He does bet out pretty small. That looks a little bit scared. I think with the hearts on board, you'd expect an ace to bet a little bit bigger, but just a flat call from Gara. See, Mrs. Joker checks there. Doesn't normally have an ace when they do that. We're going to call it her because Mrs. Joker, you'd think. Really small bet from Gara. Don't really know what to do with that. Mrs. Joker here could easily have like a pair of 10s or something, King Jack, something like that. Don't think he's showing up with an ace very often unless they got a little bit trappy. Well, he has bet out half pots, so could easily have something like, ace king, ace queen, but bets, takes it down. A very, very strange line there from Mrs. Joker. Very scared bet on the flop. I stand by, I don't think they had an ace. The way the hand panned out, could easily have a set of kings or a set of queens, something like that. Or was just flat out bluffing the river, who knows. Know very little about these people. Well, their style to play, especially given it's a free roll. There might be a couple of erratic things. Everyone's got paid, by the way, which is nice. Even I got paid. I was playing at the same time as I was playing the 42k guaranteed on full tilt, which I busted in typically spectacular fashion. Can't actually remember how I busted now. I think it was actually to Arbuck Poker, but I could be wrong. Another small bet out here. Mitch Fran, don't know why he's getting involved so much post-flop with such a short stack, but has got called by Freegie, who now has half the pot size left. If they're not calling here or getting it in, I'm very surprised. The king is good enough. I have no idea what she could have had here. I'm saying hit she because it's a female avatar. They have no say over the avatars. This is the way the on-game network works. Mrs. Joker continuing trying to press the action. Oh, dear me, I'm tired. Pretty late nights of poker this week. POC contributing to that. That was a bit of a grind. 5 hours of heads up only to come second to Team Doofus. That's what they're called now. Again, Gara and Mrs. Joker locking horns. Baggers getting involved here. How did Baggers flat the raise pre? Pretty questionable, Baggers. You've put in over a third of your stack there, just calling. I mean, and now he's got 5 big blinds, more or less. That was really, really strange flat pre. I mean, if you're going to call pre there, you kind of have to put your stack in or fold. I don't know how you let yourself really get to 5 big blinds, so I don't really know what hand he could have there. I suppose anything he's calling with there, he's got to shove, try and see all 5 cards. Instead he just fold the flop. Spaggers has a lot of work to do. What is this small bet call phenomenon? I don't even know what's going on here. Just bet like a fifth of a pot. It's crazy. I don't know what he was doing. He now bets a third. Snap called again by Aldito, who's got less than a pot size. Bet on the river. There's the shove. Was he, trapping? Garrett folds. Pretty weird, spewy line. Some really strange plays so far. I know it's a free roll, but they don't know they're being filmed. They don't know that everything they're doing is being exposed on the tube of poker. And it's still under the gun. Well, no, sorry. There was another situation where Mrs. Joker's dubbing it here to 300 and is getting flatted by Gara, who's determined to see every flop. 3G flatting for over half his stack. That's a little bit questionable. Leaving himself 423 behind. I guess he could fold the flop. I mean, I would try and level myself and say maybe he's flatting here with aces, trying to entice Blarberg and Aldito into the pot, but even then it's a shove. So, pretty strange. I don't see how 3G can fold now. That's a healthy bet there from Mrs. Joker. A bit different to the last one. I expect him to show up with something here. 3G, you can't fold. You're getting 10 to 1. Good boy. And Blargo folds. So, a set of threes, yeah, as I said. Thought he could have something this time. And ace 9 is drawing dead. So 3G's out. Good game. Mrs. Joker there, flopping a set, taking down the pot. There appears to be a hole in the table. Yeah, interesting. I would actually say that's pretty serious. Well, so far what I've seen, pretty inconspicuous. Well, looks like a bet sizing tell, to be honest. I don't really know. I mean, I haven't seen enough to hammer that home, but Mrs. Joker is certainly running over the table at the moment, but in pretty strange fashion. In the hand with Gara at the start. Pretty funky bet sizing, really weak, third of the pot type stuff. Didn't seem to really have much, and then had a set there and bet firmly half of quite a big pot. So, yeah, I'd keep an eye on that if I was the people at the table. Aldito shoving 20 big blinds, that's completely standard over the limper. Don't see Mitch Fran calling here. Blarberg thinking about it though. Does fold round to the limper, who I imagine is going to fold, yeah. And Aldito takes down a nice little pot. That was a nice little shove. Pet Ramon under the gun with 10 big blinds, folds. Some nice little raise there from Arbut Poker. And Garrow, once again, can't resist those flops. He loves them. He's got to see the flops. Doesn't even matter if he's in position or not. Got to see the flops. He's bled away well over a third of his chip so far. Buck Poker checking back the 10 high flop. That's strange. That seemed like a prime flop to see bet. A really, really spazzy bet there from Gara. Snap calling raise. Fourth club falls on the river. Gara checks. Pretty weak. But Poker. Got a pair of eights and he has the jack high flush. Don't know why Gara played that hand the way he did at all. Is there a way to look at the hand history? Doesn't seem to be a way to look at the hand history as an observer. That's a bit of a shame. Oh, maybe I could Sorry, we're experimenting here. Oh, you can, sort of. Can you? Well, this is going over my head. I don't know. Whatever. It was a weird line from Gara, who's in another pot. So yeah, betting 300 into 4,200. Ramon calling in, Aldito calling as well. Pot is now someone all in. Baggers is all in. Yeah, sorry, Baggers is all in here. Another really small bet from Gara. I would say he was value touting people, but he's had some strange bet patterns before. Baggers says good game. We will never know what Baggers has. And Baggers leaves in 9th position for $4.49. $4.49 for Baggers. Yeah. Blarberg here has made it 8x. Pretty strange. It's Blarberg Jr., not Blarberg Sr. There's definitely been voices that there's been some sort of multi-accounting, but Blarberg, and according to Blarberg, Blarberg's dad plays the PokerStars tournaments. You got Blarberg, Blarberg's dad, Blarberg Jr., Blarberg Sr., Blarberg Jr., the one that faced Zygmunt, and he's got an interview kicking around on PokerTube somewhere. He is who's here. With the what looks like a Chinese avatar talking to the businessman. Pretty cool stereotypical avatars that the on-game network chooses. Got Snoop Dogg sitting over here. I don't know what that's about. Larberg catching on quite slow there. Baggers is left and says good game. There's a shove over the undergun, raise, ace king snaps off. Pretty standard race here. King binks, and it's 11% now for the queens to win. 2 outs on the river, no. And Blarberg takes a big pot from Mitch Fran, who is now gone in 8th place for $6.86. It's not about the money so much, this one, chance to get a bit of free money, have some fun, get on PokerTube, community spirit. Bing, blang, blah. Ace-Jack versus Ace-9 here. Oh, I'm going to have to kill the sound. And the Jack spikes, and he's going to need runner. He is not getting it. Pet Ramon has doubled up. Good for Pet Ramon.